Everyone stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here, like the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications for when we go live, tap the bell. Go live 30 minutes before market open, Monday through Friday. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our amazing community, hit the link below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. If you are here right now, say what up, say how you doing, good morning, what is going on? Glad we are here today. Today is Wednesday. Right now, the S&Ps are down 3 points, Dow's down 39, Nasdaq up 22, so we're relatively flat right now. What's going on? Hank, Carl, Keith, Faiz, Jack, what's up? Good morning. How are we doing? So we have a bit to cover. I mean, like you guys were saying, gold is flying off the top, and that's, we've been watching this. I didn't have a trade on because we were looking at this next leg up here the last couple of days. I think that it might pull back a little bit, like it's starting to like today, but I think ultimately gold above 1800 is going to be a bit bullish, obviously. So it was kind of hanging out in this area. We climbed from 1750 up to 1800. The one thing that I will say about like gold or silver is you have to be patient. Looking at the chart here, you definitely have to be patient in the way that it moves. I mean, there's a lot of chop, a lot of consolidation. Obviously, we did say, hey, this is bullish. However, but you need to be patient. You need to have time because when the ramp ups come, they come quick and then it stalls out. And now we're ramping up again. So if you bought in here, congratulations. If you had the patience, the time, the dedication, now you're being rewarded. So, Christopher, what is going on? I've just been steady buying. We'll buy more at the end of the week. Yeah. So just keep slow and steady. I mean, I think you can say that for stocks in general. Just be consistent. Just be steady. Just keep grinding. You're gonna be okay. You'll stay green. You'll stay green. So a couple of things going on. We did have some earnings last night or this morning. We also have. Let me pull it up here. A little bit of news. So, weekly mortgage demand up 19% annually. Home buying is up due to low rates. Basically, refinance applications volume was up 5% last week and was 122% higher than a year ago. Home buyer demand, an already strong refinance market, pushed mortgage applications volume up 4.1 this week. So housing is looking good. Kind of if you're looking for a play, Home Depot, Lowe's, those type of things. Home Depot's pushed up this week. It's been pushing up. Lowe's also been grinding. Lowe's chart definitely looks a lot better than Home Depot's. So, but if you're looking to make a play here on housing, Home Depot, Lowe's, great stocks. Not saying you should buy or short them, not investment advice. Just a little disclaimer here, but if you're looking for a play, Home Depot and Lowe's, if you want to get in on some of this housing news. Christine, other news. There's a new coronavirus bill likely coming in August. As you guys know, or most people, if you're unemployed, you're getting an extra $600 a week right now in unemployment from the federal government. So on top of what you're getting from the state, the federal government is giving each person unemployed $600 a week, aka $2,400 additional a month to fight the unemployment or weather the storm, basically. Not really to fight the unemployment, but to weather the storm. So right now they're not expecting to pass a bill before the end of the month, so most likely those benefits are going to expire at the end of July or this month, so about a week right now. So we'll see what happens. Nancy Pelosi wants to resolve the differences by the end of next week. Republicans are saying it's not going to happen. So I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen as it doesn't, this is not anything to do with being Democrat or Republican. This is about both parties coming together to work And right now it's not happening. Right now it's not happening. So my problem is purchasing power is going down the toilet this year. Yeah. Yeah, Hank, home pricing has been about the same. Obviously, gold going up, definitely not good. Waiting for a drop on spot. I think that's why I'm really, Hank, I'm really playing small right now. I think that obviously the market is, and this kind of goes for like United. Where's United? So United posted earnings. United lost $1.6 billion second quarter, but expects to further lower cash burn. So they're trying to lower their cash burn. A plunge in air travel, obviously. They're going to hold a call today at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, so we don't know. It says we don't know what they're going to say on that. United and its competitors have scrambled to cut their cash burn since the coronavirus pandemic began. So things are not good, obviously, for United. They have a 87% drop from their revenue plunged to 1.48 billion, which is an 87% drop from 11.4 billion at this time last year, which is, I was talking to a buddy and I was like, hey, if you said, hey, your company is down in terms of revenue 87% from a year ago, you would be running for the exits. People will be like, okay, I need to get a new job, or this company is going down, or this company is going under. But if you take a look at the price action on United this morning, people are pissed. Why are they pissed? What was the IV? Oh man, should have sold some. I was too scared to sell some premium here because I thought that right now, I thought this triangle that's forming right now is getting a little bit tight, and it could squeeze to the upside hard and to the downside hard beyond the expected move. So I was afraid of this triangle forming, and people are like, I don't understand, why is it not going down? It's basically flat. We talk about this every day. The bad news is priced in. The bad news right now is priced in. It was a $90 stock a few months ago. Now it's a $30 stock. The bad news is priced in. So any bit of good news will make this thing fly high. I definitely wish I sold some premium in this, but it is what it is, So right now, stocks that look like this, the bad news is priced in, and this is confirmation. This was a terrible, revenue's down 87% from a year ago. They had 1.6 billion in losses. This is really bad, really, really bad. But people are like, I don't understand why it's not a dollar stock. It's because it's priced in at this point. If you missed it from 90 to 17, that's it. So what I'm looking at for the airlines, because we also have American Airlines and Southwestern, is which one is going to go belly up. And that's the one I don't want to trade. So I've been staying away. I do think that through this, I think that some of the airlines are going to consolidate and to weather the storm. And I think at the end of all this, the airline industry is going to be looking completely different. Now, I could be completely wrong, but that's just what I feel. Now, any bit of good news, I think this is going to make it fly. United, Delta's probably the strongest. United's one of the bigger ones, so we'll see what happens. But that is why United is not dropping. Now, Snap, on the other hand, Snap took a hit. Snap had earnings. Yeah, I think you're right, Craig. American Airlines is doo-doo. Snap, their loss grew to 326 million, up 255 million from last year. Snap reported its daily active users at 238 million, up 4%. So even though the losses grew, daily active users is up, and really that's all that Wall Street really cares about, is that users are going to the platform. I guarantee that if their losses, let's say they turned a profit, but their users were down, their daily active users were down, I bet you the stock would have dropped anyways. And I think that Snap weathering the storm rather well. Right now it's at 23. I mean, it's gone from last earnings, it was a $12 stock. This earnings, it was a $24 stock. So it's up 100% in the last quarter. What more do you want it to do? You want it to go to 30 or 40 or 50? You know, I mean, this was the move right here. Earnings looking like a bit priced in. I did sell some premium here on Snap. I wish I sold some more. I sold 2 of the 25 puts. I bought the 21 put. I bought the 29 call on Snap. I did get a $2.58 credit, so about $5 on total for 2. You know, kind of what we're looking at today. We'll bring down IV a little bit. Bring it down 100%. You know, right now, if it opens up around here, it's not gonna be a big winner for me. Looking like we're gonna be up like $100 or so, which I'll take. I'll definitely take. Not a big winner, but I'll be up 100, 125 maybe. So, you know, start the day out green. Not terrible, but I think it looks like it wants to get bought up. I mean, it comes back up to 25. That would definitely be ideal. I don't know what that spike was there, but got beat back down. Some sellers there. Hank, XLF can inch higher. I agree with you. I agree. I think that, you know, if you guys watched my video from last night, kind of what I was saying is I think some of the money is going to be rotating out of tech into some of the other sectors such as finance. And XLF, I do think that it wants to push up. I think that if you want to, you know, for me, for instance, if you want to trade the financials ETF, it does look good for a pop, but I mean, not sure when it's going to happen. Daniel Ring, Jim, what's going on? I'm staying away from airlines. Too little upside. Yeah, I mean the airlines specifically said we don't think air travel is going to come back anytime soon. So like, what do you expect to do with that? What do you expect to do with that? You know, do you feel like NVAX will finally fall? Let's see. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, I think that it's as you can see, like the characteristics, it gaps up, it kind of chills, it ramps up, then it kind of chills, ramps up, chills, ramps up, and now it's chilling. You know, as long as the government is pushing pharma, I mean, I don't think it's going to be a you know, trying to catch the knife on this one. It's near impossible. I mean, you could do it maybe, but you know, people are like probably shorting at 150 down to 125. Good short. But was it the easiest option? Was it the easier option? I definitely, looking at this chart, shorting is definitely not the easier option. Like when it comes to trading, a lot of times we want to do what's hard because we think that we're right, but in reality, we really should just be doing choosing what the easiest option is. Easiest option right now is to go with the bulls. Easiest option is to buy the dip. Came back up. Buy the dip. Came back up. Buy the dip. Came back up. You know? It doesn't... I mean, Hank, at this point in time, you think... I mean, yeah, it's unhealthy and all this, and... You know... The valuations, especially in 2020, valuations, I mean, it's dead, man. Like, doesn't matter anymore. All this is now, when we trade, is numbers on the screen going up or down. And you got to ride with the bulls or ride with the bears. It doesn't matter what you think about the company. It doesn't matter what their balance sheet is. It doesn't matter if they're nearly bankrupt. It doesn't matter if they're doing the best they ever did. What matters is what the price is. I mean, I hate that I have to say that. Like, I hate that. I really wish that stocks would go back to trading off fundamentals. I really wish stocks would go back. But there's too much interference now between algos, the Fed, the government, powers that be, buying programs. You know, it is what it is now. It is what it is. Will it come back? I don't know. I don't know if it will ever come back. But as long as people are getting paid 0% interest in their savings account, they're going to put that money in the stock market. You know what I mean? Like, as long if you have $100K sitting in your savings account earning $0, what are you going to do? You know? If you have a nest egg, a little nest egg, your savings account's earning $0, what do you want to do with the money? I mean, obviously the savings account's a safe place, but it's not gonna fight inflation, and also the savings account isn't going to really do anything except for save it for a rainy day. So they're putting that money to work in the market, and whether they lose that money or not, they're citing on the air that they're gonna make more money even if the market goes down. I mean, with inflation and stuff, they have the opportunity to make more money. So, you know, buy some safe stocks like Apple or Microsoft and call it a day. You know, you know, I mean, if I wouldn't recommend ever liquidating your entire savings account and pumping that into the stock market. Obviously, you need some liquidity, but you know, trade some safe stocks, buy some profitable companies like Apple or Microsoft. Like, there's good companies out there. You don't have to be like, oh, I put $100K into Delta Airlines and it's not, you know, I'm scared every day. Like, you don't need to do that. There's a lot of safe companies you could invest in that. I mean, look at Amazon. Amazon's up like 100%, you know, and people are like, and if you have your money in your savings account, you can invest in Walmart. You can invest in Amazon. You can invest in Microsoft. Like, all these companies, profitable. Like, you want to look at like for long term, you want to look at buying profitable companies, and that's where fundamentals come into for long term investing. Now, for trading fundamentals don't matter. You know. Yeah, Johnny, we were talking about it when I started the video. I think that gold could pull back a little bit. I mean, right now, gold dumping a little bit. We'll see what happens here around the 1845. But I do think that it could potentially come back down to like the 1820, 1825 area. So we'll see. I think it could come back down here. I think people got too excited, you know. But if you're, like I said, if you're trading gold, you want to be patient. It'll come to you. Let the trade come to you. Like, we often lose a lot of money because we don't let a trade develop. We just jump in and hang on, and we most likely get our face ripped off. But if you just sit at your desk or wherever you are, on your mobile, on your iPad, or whatever you're trading on, let the trade come to you. You know, Venus flytrap that. Let it come to you. Don't be running all over the place. Like, just chill. Trap it. Take the money. Doing buy rights on GLD and constantly getting assigned. You want to be assigned, Jack, or no? I guess it pays off though if it keeps pushing higher. If you're assigned, then you can keep writing more contracts, right? For higher. So, all right, let's get into it. So I think I missed some comments here. Someone was looking at Peloton. Christine, opinion on AAL and McDonald's. So Christine, I think AAL, same thing with United Delta, just chilling. Bad news is priced in. McDonald's, on the other hand, I mean, I don't think it's going anywhere. I think that McDonald's, like last quarter, I mean, they did well, but they're down. And why would McDonald's be down? Because everyone is cooking at home. Everyone is, I mean, there's sure the drive-thrus are packed. And, you know, I've gone to McDonald's a few times during the coronavirus, and it's always busy. But I mean, things are just not returning to level. People are also saving more money because they're scared. I mean, 40 million unemployed. I mean, like, a lot of people are unemployed. Like, I talk to, even when I take my car into the shop, the mechanic guy is like, "Oh, I hope you're doing well." I'm like, "Oh, what do you mean?" He's like, "Oh, because a lot of our customers are unemployed." So I think it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, if you're unemployed and you're living off the government, you're going to cut back spending. Especially if the extra $600 a week is going away. So you're going to live more frugal. I mean, I've been saving more money because I haven't been going out as much. I haven't been going out to. There's nowhere to go in Illinois. We don't have. Chicago this week on Fridays reclosing. We're closing up bars and stuff again. It's crazy. Yeah, a lot of my friends are laid off. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's tough. AutoZone. So AutoZone are they liquid again? Let's see. Are there options liquid? Because I used to look at AutoZone, but yeah, open interest, very poor. Volume is very poor. Bid and ask, I mean, it's ginormous. So even if you know what you're doing, this is going to be very tough to trade. But AutoZone, I mean, it's chilling. Looks like it's just going to consolidate. It's back into the range it was pre-COVID levels, and that's where it looks like it's going to hang out. And that's just what it looks like. Microsoft and Tesla move the market up or down after hours. I mean, they're big movers anyways. I mean, we're gonna have Tesla and Microsoft earnings after hours today. Also Chipotle, but I don't really recommend trading Chipotle just because of the liquidity reasons. But Tesla and Microsoft, I mean, I want to trade Tesla. In my heart, I want to trade it, but my mind says no. Right now it's expecting a $223 move plus or minus 195% IV. I definitely want to write some contracts here. I want to write some contracts on it. I want to short some premium. But I don't think it's going to move $200. Chad, that's why. I think that when I see a chart like this, I feel like things are priced in. So that is why I would trade it. Now, I don't know at what price right now I can trade it and what premium I'm going to get. I mean, I gotta kind of play with it. So I don't know if I'm going to trade it. I mean, it's dangerous, so my risk is going to have to be low. I'm going to have to make sure my risk is low. I mean, if this pops down, but premium being so rich at 195%, even if it moves beyond the $223 move, I just feel like here's my, tell me if I'm wrong here, guys. Here's my thing. When expectations are so high, I feel like that's when they kill the premiums the most. Like, there's so many traders in this right now expecting explosive moves to the upside or to the downside. I feel like they're just going to come in with the big smack and say, we're going to burn this premium down. And even if they cut premium down 25%, that's still a lot of freaking money. I mean, look at how much this premium right now is on Tesla. Tesla for this week, at the money, $120 for one put. At the money, $97 for one call. $95, $100 at the money. $100, 10 grand. So I don't think I'm going to be like trading Tesla, but I might sell some premium in there. We'll see. I don't know. It definitely. If you trade this, you want to trade small. Like if I trade this, you're going to want to trade it very small. And if you trade this, you have to understand that it has a probability of going max loss. Like max loss is a pretty good probability here. So that's why you don't want to put like 40 grand up, 10 grand up, because you go max loss on that overnight. I mean, that's it. So we'll see. I don't know. The stock may be too expensive to sell a premium on without taking a huge amount of risk. So we'll play with it. Daniel Ring, hit me up in the chat later. We'll talk about strategy. A lot of people here aren't premium sellers, but I do sell a lot of premium. I mean, I do day trade naked calls and puts and stuff, but I do sell quite a bit of premium. Are they added to the S&P 500 if they beat this earnings? I'm not sure. I think that there's still talks on what is going to happen, but at these thresholds, I mean, I think the S&P 500 would be very scared to put them in there because I mean this thing's trading like a penny stock, up and down, up and down. I mean this, I don't know how much weight they would give them either, per their market cap. So I think it would be very interesting to see if Tesla was added to the S&P 500, how that would change the dynamic, what the weight would be for Tesla for the S&P 500. So that stuff's yet to be determined. Yeah, eBay sold off their classifieds division. I think that eBay, I hate to say it, but eBay has ramped up quite a bit and I think it's gone on a little bit too much. The reason why they ramped up is because of e-commerce. They benefited basically from e-commerce like Shopify, eBay. However, eBay is the weakest out of all of them. Like they're the oldest company. They should have got it right. They're making changes to their platform, which I do like. However, I mean they do have a large user base, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. I mean, was their classified ads really doing anything for them? I don't know. Maybe they wanted to take in some cash to kind of fight what was happening with COVID. I mean, $9 billion in cash, not a bad place to be. So they're cash rich. I don't know how much. I'd have to look at how much it takes eBay to kind of weather the storm, and if they have I don't know. Off the top of my head, I have no idea what they have going on in terms of fundamentals, but they're not that competitive with Amazon price. Yeah, and it's not as safe because Johnny, you're dealing with like individuals versus like Amazon, you're dealing with a company. So if you have an issue, you deal with Amazon directly, and they usually just refund you and take care of it. But eBay, it's a he say she say type of deal, and it doesn't always work out to your benefit. And a lot of sellers in eBay. I mean, I've sold a lot of stuff in eBay. A lot of times they side with the buyer, even though the buyer's obviously wrong, but they want that buyer to come back and they know that you're still going to sell on there because you want the money. Doesn't make it right, but it is what it is. That's the cost of business, right? I mean, eBay is nice because you'll get those like items that you can't find, especially on Amazon, but it's not as safe. It's not as safe. All right, market's opening in about 30 seconds. Let's see what we're gonna. I'm gonna try to exit Snap. Snap right now is in the green zone for me, so I'll see if I can get out of this trade. They're probably gonna crush premium on here a little bit. Be nice. Expected move on Snap was $3, and it currently moved $1.50. So that's the green zone. That's what I'm talking about. Green. Let's see what we're coming in at on Snap right here. Waiting for them options to open. Tastyworks is not loading the pricing. Okay, here we go. So yeah, like I said, I'm up like $100, 22%. Let's close it out. Try to close it out. All right. So we locked it in. We locked it in. $126 gain. Now my max loss on this was like 250. So I made like 50% of my money. So I think that's good. Max profit was 500 something. I made 126, but the risk I put up was like 250. So I made about 50% on my money for max loss was like 250. So 126. Not bad. Wish I sold more, but it was, with earnings, like the way that I trade earnings like this, people are like, well, that's not a lot of money. That's not like, I don't risk a lot on these because they can go max loss. So I just sell some premium on some high IV stocks, like Snap. I did. I sold some premium on IBM yesterday. Came out plus side as well. So rinse and repeat. Keep it simple. Don't overthink it. Focus on the numbers. DocuSign ripping up right now. What do we got here? What's green? Apple's a little bit green. S&P's currently down 4. Dow's down 34. NASDAQ down 5. So basically flat right now on the overall market. Square I traded a little bit yesterday. Square I traded, made a little bit of money from these rip-ups here. It was a slow grind, but we made it. Square still just trying to push up, but Square's a little bit dangerous up here right now because it's getting a little toppy. It's creating some resistance up here at 130 on Square currently. IBM basically gave up all its gains. I mean, I traded that yesterday, made a little bit of money, but IBM basically gave up its gains from earnings, just got destroyed. VXX. So VXX been watching a little bit here. Matt Smith grabbed the eBay call. First big dip yesterday as well. Yeah, sometimes, like I say, sometimes you think you're buying the dip, but in reality, you are buying, you're catching the knife. Oh, I thought that was the dip. No, you caught the knife, my friend. It happens to all of us, but all we can do is get better. Keep on pushing, Matt. VXX. So VXX yesterday hit a low of 28, came up to almost 30. Right now it's chilling at 29.60. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. They're pumping up Snap here. Probably would have made a little bit more money, but I'm grateful for the 50% gain that I made on that. 100% on TXN. Congrats, man. Just closed it out for about even on eBay. I think it'll move more, but I'll find something better. Yeah, I mean, like when you're in positions, Matt, you don't need to be married to it, Don't be married to a position. Take it on a few days. Just take it out. It's fine, but do not marry the position, whatever you do. Because once you marry the position, the longer you have the position, the more risk you're exposed to, the higher probability you are of getting a loss. I'm sorry. Got a text. Could be different today, but I don't want to hold to find out. All right, VXX dropping a little bit. We have some movement. DocuSign, and I've been trading DocuSign a little bit. Let's see what Zoom is doing. I've been trying to stick with some of the, Corona safe stocks during this because the coronavirus news is really obviously it's coming out all day long now with Texas and Florida and all that. And now Trump doing his press conferences. I mean, Trump said yesterday that, it's obviously going to get worse before it gets better, which obviously is common sense now that we're open. But now that he said it, it has become a fact. And they're expecting things to get worse. So not great. Not great. But right now the market is overall flat, just kind of chilling. Like I said, I'm going to be looking at, for earnings plays today, before I jump off here, I'm going to be looking at Tesla, Microsoft, and that's probably about it. Twitter. I'm going to be looking at Twitter as well. Twitter has earnings pre-market. IV's pretty rich in there, so I'm going to be looking at Twitter as well. We came out snap pretty good. So we're just going to keep on grinding. It's going to keep on grinding. But right now we got to wait for some trades to develop, see where the market goes, see what the ranges are right now. And right now we're kind of stuck flat. So we'll see what happens. We've definitely been sticking in within the ranges. So I'm gonna pop off here, guys. You all have a great day. Stay safe. Stay green. It's us versus herd.